Hello, everyone, and welcome to Wonderlust, our little Fabula Ultima game that we're doing here. We're glad to have you watching us. I'm glad to have everyone here today. We're picking up where we left off last session in the middle of combat. But does anybody want to give me a recap for your benefit and the viewers over what happened last time that we got together?
Yeah. Michaela, I know, is chomping at the bit to give a recap.
I mean, I can certainly
She was
try. I don't know
texting
if
me
I'll
all
remember names
weekend
and
being
stuff.
like, I can't wait to give the recap, so...
Okay,
That
I'm gonna
sounds
do
totally
like
Michaela.
short and quick version with names that I can't remember. So we escaped the compound, and we ended up in this little like kobold town, and some characters went shopping for new clothes for Kestrel. Other characters went gambling at the casino, and we met like the mafia guy there.
Yeah, his name
And
is
we ended up-
Scratch.
Scratch, thank you. See, I told you I wasn't going to remember any
Yeah,
names.
no, it's
This
good.
is the
You did
version
good.
with
It's great.
no names. And then now we're doing a bounty to kill some bugs to get on the good side.
I think this is your idea,
town.
Kayla. Possibly. It was somebody's idea. That wasn't
Oh.
mine. To go do the bounty to build some goodwill towards Scratch, because we're then going to ask him for a favor to get some insight into the prison and the Inquisitor and glean as much information as we can find.
For the benefit of your sister.
Yeah, I don't think I can
yes.
take credit for that idea. It was a group effort, but yes, that's kind of what
that's
we're
so nice. That's
what-
what makes the team
what we're
work.
doing.
So we're midway through a fight trying to build that rapport. So we can be like, hey, Scratch, give us information. Look what we already did for you. You can't even protect your town. Look what we did. And
From bugs.
maybe not. We won't take that tone, but I think it'll be good for us.
Look
We might.
how confident you are. Yeah.
So we're like midway through a turn. We have Doug, Peter, and Maisie who have yet to
No,
go.
I've already gone.
We have it's
It's
Rosalind,
Chris.
Sharp, and Gunnel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Chris needs to go.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then
Gotcha.
you and I both got slowed.
Oh, okay.
That's
Hence
why
the
we're snails.
snail,
Yeah.
Sean.
I
We're
like
not
it.
moving.
I like it.
Oh,
And there were two more of the shimmer grubs that had not yet acted. You guys had, yes, you had arrived at Roulette and you had met with Scratch, the kind of guy that runs the town. There's a bit of a casino in there, the Martingale, and he kind of introduced himself. You guys did a lot of shopping, a lot of kind of looking around, trying to keep a bit of a low profile,
Mhm.
but also
Steve got a new
meeting-
hand.
That's true.
And then
there
we
was
met
some-
these ugly bugs.
And then you decided to pick up a
Specifically
job.
Ugly.
Ugly. They were ugly. They are ugly. They are not yet past tense,
it up.
but I'm
Which
sure
I just
will be
found out
soon.
was you. Is
Right.
that a game
Yeah.
trait? You just said they were ugly?
Yes, I needed a number of words to describe the shiver grubs, and one of them was ugly. Yes,
That's hilarious. Okay.
I have control over this world. Okay, if
That's
I
true.
say that they're ugly,
Yeah.
they're ugly.
They can't
Yeah.
control how good
Yeah,
they
that's
are.
the kind of power I hold right now. Okay.
All right. So
Um,
it sounds like Rosalind was gonna go.
No, I think Doug is just saying that.
Oh, great.
Rosalind generally likes to go as late in the turn as possible.
Right.
Yeah, and I think Doug was saying he wants to
So-
go as late. So you guys get to fight for who goes last. But I guess that means the other person should go out of you two.
Which is me.
So that would leave
Okay.
Yay. Maisie.
Maisie, you better put that microphone way closer.
Oh, I know. I'm sorry. I was in my way of reading my computer. So I guess I'll ask because I admittedly don't remember. Sean, do you think I should do like my like reading, like figuring out what their weaknesses and shit are?
Yeah, because we haven't killed any of them, right, Jason? And what's the total? 3?
There are 6 of them, and
6,
you have
okay.
not killed any of them yet.
So
Oh,
I think at
okay.
this point, finding out like some of their weaknesses and stuff
So
is not a
we
terrible
did-
idea.
I did do that last turn. I did the study action on the last. I don't know if that's what you're talking about.
Oh, yeah, that's
they're-
right.
Yeah.
They are weak to I wrote it down in my notes. Notes, journal. Yeah, they're vulnerable to air and bolt, but they're resistant to fire and earth.
Okay.
Iron bolts. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, so then because of that, I should probably just shoot them because I have bolt.
Yeah, I think I remember us talking about
So,
that now.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't write that down. Oops. Okay. Fuck. I'm so sorry. Let me try to remember how the fuck
I
to do
can
this.
make food that will be able to give you specific damage types.
Oh no.
Too.
Oh
I
no!
broke everything.
Oh,
Oh, that's okay. I'm
Look
still
at my
figuring it-
character. Oh no. Oh god.
John, how do I do this again?
Maisie, your attack is written down,
Fixed.
ma'am.
Where?
Let's see.
I'm so
Where?
sorry.
I think you
I
gotta
might
go
need to
to
scroll
your.
down on the chat. That's about the only thing I can see.
These poor, ugly grubs are just trying to live their life. They're on the walls. They're snacking on glowing crystals, geomantic crystals.
No, it's Doug. What's the what tab is it? I think it's I think it's equipment, and you go down and you go and you click accuracy, and that's what's gonna do your roll.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, the rolling. Okay, gotcha.
Okay.
Nice.
Great. Oh, it's all right there.
I don't know how to read that, so
So
You do it.
13 to hit, Jason.
13 to hit the grubs against their defense is that's a great question.
And Maisie,
Let's see
are
here.
you going at the one who's
Hi,
already
Riley.
taking damage? I'm assuming.
sure.
Yeah, which
Okay.
one would then yes, you hit.
Nice.
And then it's 11 bolt damage.
11 bolt damage. That's before I should just look at your roll. That's before the vulnerability.
Yes.
Okay. I suppose if this was Dungeons and Dragons, I would say he is bloodied.
Okay.
But
Is he
that's
bloody?
not a terminology used here, but we
he's
will
flashing
use it.
red.
He is flashing
He's in crisis.
red currently. Yeah.
Is he bloody? Like, actually, is he bleeding?
Are we actually like what the description?
Yeah.
The bug?
Oh,
Yeah.
So as you strike it, or I guess you didn't strike it, you shot it.
Yeah,
you shot
shot
it,
it with a gun.
and the bullet goes through. It kind of cracks the carapace that they have, and it definitely reminds you in some ways. I mean, I'm not going to say that you're particularly skilled at killing large insects or creatures of this kind, but there's a very sort of earthen crust-like quality, which I mean you are familiar with as a geomantic scientist, Sharp. So you definitely see where there's a lot of sort of earth magic that's kind of seeped into it, and there are kind of gooey, nasty innards that splurt out as the bullet pierces through it. And there's definitely a bit of a glow of a lot of the energy that's within it as it kind of squirts out. Like you can tell that they are, whatever magic is in these crystals is seeped into them. Like they are gathering it up effectively. Yeah.
Nice.
Cool.
Thank you.
And that probably ends your turn.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you for everyone's
Mhm.
help.
Shooty.
Shooty. Okay. One of them goes. Let's decide which one of y'all is going to get attacked here. I think that ends up being okay. Gunolf,
Mhm.
you one of the grubs near to you decides to reach out and it kind of does that thing that they did last time where they sort
Right.
of shot a bunch of webbing. Okay, I was gonna say I don't know if you guys remember what they did last time.
Kinda.
Fair. Okay.
All I know is the one that Maisie shot is now even uglier.
Yeah.
That's true.
That is true.
Yeah.
Thought it could be
Doug, I will say that Gunolf easily dodges this attack, so that is not a concern.
Great.
Cool.
Good job.
So it is your guys' turn.
All right, I can go.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not going to be attacking, so
I wasn't going to be either, but You've left me no choice. It's really hard if my phone's not sideways to see what the hell's going on, and I can't see my character sheet on the screen because we're running the whole stuff. So I'm going to chuck this 7 at the grub that is already bleeding, but it's only a 7 to hit. So I guess it's time for me to spend my first Fabula point to re-roll that.
Yay! We're on our way.
Because if anything, Rosalind's worried about seeming inadequate compared to everybody else. She held her own in the first fight, but everybody seems to be quite capable at this point, and she now has chucked this 6 feet away from the nearest grub and would like to rectify that if possible. So she'll try again.
Okay.
As a 17 to hit.
Ooh.
That does hit.
Much
yes.
better.
And I don't know why it's rolling damage. Because it's based
a
on the
high
roll.
plus
But
5.
we're not doing it off the roll. We're doing it off the card. So it's actually 7 plus 5 or 12 physical damage.
Okay.
So I just did that for accuracy. The damage part is dictated by what card I use. Which actually hurts my damage a little bit, as you can see, but we did it for utility. So 12 physical damage to that grub.
This one poor grub is not doing particularly well.
Yeah, fuck him up.
And they weren't even doing any. They were just like eating.
Yeah.
Yes.
We came in and disrupted their meal.
Their own business.
They're just ugly and hungry, and here we
Yeah.
are.
We keep calling them ugly too.
If
and
they were cute, we'd be adopting them, but they're ugly, so they must die.
Right.
it's something they have absolutely no control over.
In fact, we can't help but use the word ugly every time we refer to them. So it's which ugly one's looking the lowest? Oh, that ugly one over there is getting low. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. I'll take out
Bugs
that
could
ugly
cry,
one.
they could.
I want you to know that's accurate
Yeah.
to the way that the
These
trait system works.
Hideous
okay?
bugs.
Absolutely. Okay, well, the final one in the turn order will go, and it will strike. I don't know which order you guys are in, so hold on. Sharp. One of them, having heard you just make a loud, fucking noise with your gun, decides it's going to attack you in particular. Pretty sure none of you guys have super low defenses, but I actually don't know all your defenses off the top of my head. A 9 to hit.
It
Don't think
hit.
so.
All right,
correct?
so I'm gonna.
Oh, it does?
Jason,
Okay.
I'm gonna jump in with protect and
Okay.
block because I think I have 13 defense,
Damn.
so I'm
Okay.
gonna fling this. Is it webbing again?
8.
It is webbing.
Okay.
Yes, it is.
I'm gonna deflect it with my sword. And you're
Nice.
like,
He's
how? And I'm
super
like, I'm that
slowed.
good with a sword to where. Yeah.
So that is it is yeah. So well, I guess it would have been you wouldn't know, but and you're already slowed, so that doesn't really affect you at all. But yeah, so you kind of sprays and remember the sort of webbing has like a like as soon as it kind of comes at you, and I assume you like I don't know, sort of. It's webbing. It's kind of sticky, but you sort of catch it or put. What do you do? Do you push Sharp out of the way, or do you because it's like a sticky webbing? Describe how you're
When you hit it with a blade so expertly, Jason, you can still deflect it without retaining the stickiness on the blade. It takes many years of practice, but if you stay diligent, you can do it just like me.
Okay, that's
So you say diligent in your retirement?
Yeah. Oh, of course. Train every day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's not like he has a wife anymore. So
Yeah,
what's he gonna
exactly.
do? Yeah.
Jason's like, I'm sorry I asked.
Right.
Okay. Well, that does roll over into your guys' turn.
My last turn? Okay. I'm going to go ahead and do the cleanse, which costs, because it's 2 people, it's going to cost 10 MP. And because it's Magisphere, also 2 IP. And each of them will no longer be slowed.
That is lovely.
No snail.
And there we go. That's the end of that.
That was 10 MP plus some IP, or do you?
Yeah, that was my 10 MP plus 2 IP.
And now a new round begins.
Correct. We're back to the top, which is once again your guys' turn. You get the double turn.
I would love to go to get my protect back if that's fine with everybody.
Sure.
So
That works.
the one who is just hemorrhaging blood, I'm just gonna try to at this point put the poor guy out of his misery. So that's I'm gonna spend a Fabula point because I just got done talking about what an expert I am at blades, and then I whiff. So I'm gonna try to make it look like it was not a whiff. I kind of like wheel it around so it all looks like I planned it from the start. And in
that's
doing
even
so,
worse.
made it look even worse.
You're gonna fall on your ass.
Yeah, I'm getting used to the new hand. It's great, but it's just different. It's just different than what I had before. So that's a
Thank you for the experience point in watching you doing
It
that.
was an experience.
yeah. Hey, great.
Just
So-
like mine. Mine was also fucked up, but luckily I changed it, and now we're all going to benefit.
Yeah. So I miss. I have egg on my face, and now it's the bug's turn.
And now it is the bug's turn.
Am I no longer slowed?
No,
No.
you're not.
Oh.
You are no longer slowed.
Okay. Well, that very same, very injured grub, you see it sort of like, this is the equivalent of it taking the guard action, although it has a very special guard action. And you basically see it just like curl up into a ball and sort of like it tightens, kind of like a roly-poly would or whatever. And as it does, a lot of that kind of magic and everything that's within it, it's sort of like kind of pulses or almost radiates. There's almost like a momentary glow that sort of disperses amongst it as it does. And you almost notice the shell taking a bit of a harder, like the sheen, the texture of it almost seems to change to it.
So
They
it's
just
like a
clearly
metapod.
done something to it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's used harden. Yeah.
Okay.
Metapod is ugly.
But an ugly metapod, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. An ugly metapod. 'cause
Hideously
everyone knows
grotesque.
metapods.
Metapod.
Right.
But yes, that is its turn.
That does.
I would like to go, and it's more for story reasons. I would like to take an attack and immediately fail said attack, so I can get I believe it's 2 Fabula points for doing so. Because as I'm going to describe it, once again his dominant hand was his left hand, and he's going to take his gun after converting it to air, because we know that's its weakness. He's going to fire at it and not realize that he set up the gun for his right hand, not his left. So as he's messing with it, setting up the weakness and fire with his left hand, it's gonna miss wildly and be like, God, and it's meant to be his right hand.
It's so
So-
kind of you to whiff on purpose to make Steve feel better. Thank you.
Solidarity.
You make the necessary adjustments to the weapon to to calibrate it and everything. Do you like load it with special ammunition, or is it?
As described by the booklet, is pretty much disassembling it and remaking it into a new gun. But I do like the idea of I load it up with a different type of special bullet.
Okay.
So that would be, if we were going to flavor it, it would be that I just
Sure,
load
you
it up with something
basically-
different.
Yeah, it's almost like you kind of pop it open as though you were reloading it, but there's actually sort of a crucial component that you sort of remove really quick, and you pull out another one, you put it in there, you close it up, and you take aim and you fire a shot, but you quickly realize that the shot is wild. Like it might have been a clean shot until you recognize that no, as much as you normally say lead right, now you've just led the completely wrong direction because you're using your other hand.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's you're allowed to fail for Fabula points.
I have no idea if I put the curse description in here, but yeah, that's my curse, guys. Is I have to automatically fail a roll, and I get 2 Fabula points for it.
Nice.
Back to
It
bugs.
should help us get experience.
Exactly. We're on
Bugs.
our way.
Bugs go. They're attacking you, Chris. 9 versus your defense.
11.
Okay. So another spritz of that sort of webbing that you kind of definitely just, lean away from as it hits the ground. And you can see it sort of solidify as it kind of, splatters across the cave floor. But that doesn't mean that it is your guys' turn.
There's like 6 bugaboos, right?
There are 6 bugaboos.
Okay. All right. I'd like to take my turn if that's all well and good.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to cast Awaken on Meru.
Thanks.
And that is a 20 cost. And what it's going to do is it's going to increase your dice size by 1. I'm going to put that on your dex. So you'll probably have to edit it in your stats and make it a 12. I assume it's a 10. Do you have a 10? Sorry, I'm just assuming.
Yeah,
you
no
can
worries.
put a buff on it, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
there's a spot in the character sheet,
Very
although
cool.
it's been a little bit since I looked at Fabula. Or
Unless
Roll
it's
20.
current.
My Dex is a 10.
Well,
So now it will be
a 12.
12. How cool.
I guess you can
I'll
just
make a
change
note.
whichever one it is currently.
Michaela, do you have any AoE?
I don't believe I do.
Does anyone on our team have AoE? I'm realizing.
A little bit.
I think I used to until I dramatically changed my kit.
That's true.
Because
I
Peter,
think-
you
I
can
think
give
you are
people
correct.
Bolt. Is that? Do you
That's
have
one
the
of them,
food
yeah.
to do that?
Yes.
I'm wondering if you should give Bolt to somebody who can do AoE attacks,
Yeah.
and then we can try to whittle these guys down a little faster because we have not killed one yet. There's 6 of them.
I think Chris, from what your kid is kind of, you might have one, right?
I can, depending on what I draw. I don't currently.
Yeah, right. So maybe your best shot, maybe.
So then maybe it's the bug's turn anyway, so maybe let's do that, and then I'm sorry, Maya, well, that was it, right? For your turn?
Nah, I mean, I could ham it up. I could describe it for you, but that's
I would
about it.
I would
Sure.
like
Absolutely.
you
I would
to
love that,
describe how you
actually.
do it.
Yeah. So basically, I take that, because I bleed a lot. I take that blood that's welling up on my wrists and into my hands, and I sort of kind of cast in some, bloody and also magical looking, goop. And I fling at you, and you get all that nice red goop on you.
I'm
Yeah.
just
Nice.
imagining it as you made a water balloon, and now my room
Well-
is just covered
Yeah.
in blood.
Okay. That's the AoE we were looking for, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
That's a felony in the real world, but here it's it's
It's
buff.
above.
Yeah.
I'm helping.
Yeah, I mean and obviously Michaela maybe feels this sort of like there's a honing of senses, a sharpening of like muscle and reflex as the sort of glowing I assume red,
Glowing red, glowing red.
kind of magic from Kestrel sort of like you feel it just strengthen. There's this like quickening almost as everything becomes, things start to feel a little bit slower as you're suddenly like it's almost like I don't think you've ever done like speed as your character or anything of the sort. Yeah.
It's like when you did speed,
Yeah,
like,
you remember when you did speed? Yeah. But like it's the equivalent of like you taking an incredibly like a drug that just sharpens everything. Everything gets really well honed in those moments. It's not like your insight gets higher, but like everything just feels slower. It is just because you were so much faster.
Not to get too far off
Everything's
topic,
Sweet.
Maya, but is it like, does the blood does it like absorb into Kayla? Does
it
it
does.
dissipate, or is she just okay? It absorbs in.
It gets absorbed into her flesh.
Okay, great. That's
So-
nice.
Yeah.
Better
So-
and worse. blood.
I hope you don't have any
You are now
diseases.
part
Yeah.
of her
I don't have any
You have
STDs. I'm
infected
perfectly clean. Okay, I promise.
fantastical magical
Yeah.
STDs.
Remember, kids, get consent before you buff your friends with blood.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So I guess it's a bug. It's a bug.
It is a bug. It is a bug. Bug goes. Bug attacks. Poor Gunolf.
That's fine. I can take
Yeah,
it.
it's fine.
10 to hit you.
No. I
No.
have
Okay.
I have 11 defense. So.
Nice try. Okay.
It would be funny also to just say no. No. It's a 15 to hit. No.
Yeah.
No,
No.
didn't happen.
Can I see your sheet there? Don't.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
No.
Peter, then I
You're the
think
DM,
if
you should be able to see
you
any
want to
sheet.
go,
Sure.
I feel like Chris is never a bad idea for a buff either.
I mean, depending on what buff you need, I can usually make it work. So whatever buffs you guys are looking for, I can probably cook it because I've got enough ingredients for anything that I need to make right now, and I can stack ingredients too. So if you guys are looking for multiple buffs for something, like if you need something to affect the enemy and then also buff yourself at the same time, I can do that.
Nice. I mean,
But
I
if
may
no
be able
one's
to
needing
damage.
anything right now, I can just straight up attack one of them.
I may be able to damage next turn. I won't be able to this turn.
Okay.
Okay.
Because, I mean, the hand hasn't changed much since last time. I'm keeping these 3/5s for a reason, but that's for healing,
So,
not
so you
for...
could give Kayla, who already has a attack buff, you could give her the ability to do bolt, because you can't do that, right, Kayla? That's none of your magic.
I can turn one of
Correct.
her what do you call them, the dexterity insight. I can turn it up one level of a dice. And if
Oh,
it's already a
jeez.
D10,
That
she
would
can
that
go
would
to
make her
D12.
insane.
Can
Yeah.
you?
No. Well,
can go to
no. Wait.
D12.
It's already. Yes, that's already happened.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, she's already at
that
that.
would
Okay.
not.
Yeah.
Cool.
Because of
Correct.
Maya,
But I
yeah.
can't do it anymore then, obviously.
Make
Yeah.
it a D20.
So I can give her the ability to do certain types of damage.
Yeah, if you can give her the ability to do
Mhm.
bolt damage, that would hit at their weakness.
During the target's next turn, all damage dealt becomes choose one. The type cannot change. Yeah, okay. Salty sweet.
Yeah, because I also have the ability to manipulate my elements a decent amount, so I don't...
Oh,
there
okay.
there could be a spot
Got
where
it.
that's useful, but as long as I draw the right suits, I can also cater us or my damage to whatever we need.
I can also inflict like slow on them too, or I can just save my ingredients and just do that one.
I think that's probably
okay.
fine. Yeah,
I'll do that.
But
Then. What are they weak to again?
Bolt.
And bolt. Okay.
Molten air.
Okay, so I can go.
I
next
just
and
want to
can
put this
make
out here for Jason, just in case you you didn't look up the curse. Because I failed, you get an opportunity. I don't know what what that might mean to
That's true.
you. Hold on.
I
It's
get an
page-
opportunity.
You do get an opportunity as far as
This is true. Okay.
me failing my curse.
you misfire and they lunge at you. I like it.
That's true. They could.
Dog pile.
Gotta figure out how I'd like to spend that. But I can think of that as you are deciding what you guys are doing.
So, back to Peter.
Yeah, sure. Okay, so it requires salty and sweet. So I'm going to. This all happens in one turn too in the description. So I'm going to take my ingredients, which is an apple and some flavored rock salt, kind of, and I combine them together, and I make a candied golden apple, and I toss it over to Michaela. Tell her to
Sweet.
So,
catch.
so you're
by blood.
you're hit with
Yeah.
And
now
now,
an
it's
apple.
now a
water
sticky,
balloon,
now
and
a
someone
sticky
stuffs
golden
some-
apple
Yeah.
comes rocketing at you.
I will say, okay. As far as which opportunity, I will choose. Usually, opportunities are things that you guys spend. So some of them like don't quite apply when put in inverse. So we're going to do so that, for the sake of everybody present here in this combat, I'm basically going to spend that opportunity against Gunolf as a faux pas. Now, normally a faux pas is you choose a creature present in the scene, they make a compromising like statement. So chosen by the person that controls them. So at this point, I will say like, so Gunolf, I have a suggestion, but I'll let it'll ultimately be up to you. I would say that it becomes evident to everyone here in this combat that there is something wrong with your hand. Like that there's like it is noticeable. Like I know that you sort of hinted at it when everyone was sitting around and talking. This could be confirmation that there's some sort of physical aspect to it. Or it could be something else. But effectively, I want Gunolf to make a faux pas. So something that compromises him in, say, the eyes of everyone here.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
I agree that it's specific. Absolutely. It's everybody knows what the that there's something wrong with my hand, and that I even call out the disease by I can't remember what we called the disease.
That's a great question.
curse.
And I feel
Just
bad for
kidding.
not.
It's not that.
Oh God!
That would be a whole
It's
different.
not that one.
Start sidling towards the exit.
I will have to consult my notes. I gave you a name for that one, and it was a very particular name, and I can't remember what it is off the top of my head. Yes.
It's damn it, stupid disease name.
We are professionals. We've done our research and we're ready.
Yes,
We're
yeah,
ready.
absolutely.
Yeah, we know the lore.
Okay.
So Peter,
Yeah.
you
Buffed Kayla.
used. Okay.
Yeah.
What did you? This will be up to you. Are there any kind of like what ingredients did you use?
I used
What's your
an apple for the sweet, and that already kind of came with the sugary contents, and then I combined it with the flavored rock salt that also because it's salty and sweet, and I kind of
okay?
dusted it with it, and it turned it into like kind of like a sweeter golden kind of apple.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
And
I
it
like
was
that.
very
That's
easy
good.
to throw, and I hope
Some
Michaela
a
caught
little
it.
candy apple, just pitching it over
Yeah,
there.
yep.
Okay. I like that.
softballs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So well, as you toss food around, one of them notices that you apparently have food on you and decides to shoot a bunch of webbing your way.
No, I don't.
That is a 15 against your defense.
That's 13, so that's gonna hurt.
I'll still jump in and take it.
Okay.
You really want to show off your fancy sword?
Well,
moves.
no, I have a way to get HP back, so I'm
Okay.
gonna jump in. I'm gonna do like the thing with the sword and just get. It's not looking good. I know my footing was a little off, so I'm definitely gonna take some pain right now, but that's okay.
That is 14 earth damage and you're slowed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, what was it? Was it just webbing again?
Correct.
Okay.
It was just webbing.
Oh, and that makes sense.
They don't
why I'm
really.
slowed.
Yeah, if you like noticing their general physical makeup, well, I'm sure they could bite you. They are like chewing at like crystals and things. It doesn't really appear that their like mandibles are designed in such a way that they would like attack with them, if that makes sense. They
Yeah.
are definitely for like chewing, not for like biting, if anything, you know. So yeah, your guys' turn.
Michaela, go.
Michaela?
I'm wondering if
Yeah,
I
with
should
all these-
go.
Ooh, all
all
the
these
crazy
buffs that
shit.
we've given you.
Yeah, so I can't remember from last time which I was trying to go back into the previous roles and see what I did in terms of maybe dances, but unfortunately it doesn't show me that. So I have,
You
I'm
did
down
the-
20
the-
MP, so I did something.
You did
clearly. I
the
just don't know
melee
what.
stance. So
Did I not do any dances then? Because how am I
you
down
did-
20
which
MP?
I don't know which dances specific. Hold on, I'm going to go into your.
You appear
character
to be
sheet
down
and
10
then,
MP for what it's worth. If,
Oh. Only 10?
If that
Okay,
matches up
I
with a
can't read.
dance or something if that number means anything.
Oh.
Aren't your dances
might.
10 and then the second dance is 5?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
believe it is the
If
case.
it's a different dance?
So
If it's a different dance. Okay, so maybe I just did 1 then. It's still weird that it doesn't show me in the previous rolls.
Let's see
Kind of
your
annoying.
equipment. I don't remember what gosh, what's your skill that does it? Your melee skill. Do you know?
Hold on. Okay.
Oh, Bone Crusher. You inflict weak to every target hit by the attack. And then I think you did every creature that is already weak, they're immediately dazed. So you did the satyr dance.
yes, you did, because I have that same one that you guys had attacked as weak and dazed. So yes, that has to be what you did.
Okay. Let me just make a note that I did that last time. Then Satyr. Okay. Thank you. I don't
Mhm.
know why the rolls were not useful, so I'm glad somebody else could look into that, because I was like, it just says I attacked a bunch. That's not what I want.
It's a good thing I still have access to your character sheet.
Yeah, that is handy. So with that, I think for this one, because I'm imbued with lightning now, that I think I will just try to well, I probably should do a dance of some kind
Yes.
to keep
Mhm.
the MP
sure.
going. But then I can also just attack. So
Now,
I'll do
I want to know, did you eat the apple?
100%.
Was it
Okay.
good?
So the other option is like he throws the apple. I don't know how you'd know this, but if you threw the apple, you could have like cut it midair and it like empowered your blades or something. So
Oh, that's
The apple
interesting.
juice.
Could've
all
done
Oh,
that.
like
you're
that.
playing Fruit Ninja.
Yeah.
Is that normally your response to things being thrown at you? Is cut them in half?
Wow.
I mean, hey,
Already
if
got
someone
blood
starts
thrown on her,
lobbing
she's like,
things
not
at you,
again.
Yeah. Yep. Nope.
However you want to say how you did it.
Made it with love. Just
Oh, the most
Yeah.
important ingredient.
Ew.
Yeah, I'd like to catch it and eat it like a silly fox.
Okay.
Okay, so I think I want to dance first and then attack. Probably. Can't remember. Let's see here.
Let's see.
I don't know
think
that
you
it
wanna-
matters, and it probably depends on what dance you're doing.
because I think you're gonna want to attack and then dance. A lot of your dances apply a condition after you've already like put another condition on them.
Ah, okay. Okay, that sounds good. So I'll attack first with a melee. So there's 6 of these guys. How are they looking? Is there one
is
that's
super
like
damaged.
really...
The others have not taken damage
one's
yet.
got a bullet hole.
Yes, one
I'd
has got a
like
bullet
to-
hole, but he's sort of cocooned himself up, like he
Mm.
curled up. I guess cocoon's not the right word at all, but
I'm just
Yeah.
wondering if it would be a waste to use this boon and bolt weakness on a guy who's already almost dead, and if I should start weakening one of the other guys.
No, that works.
Yeah, I mean,
both have benefits.
seems like a
I'm gonna
not bad
try and
idea.
hit one of the other guys. That didn't work the way I wanted it to.
The accuracy
yeah.
one.
Oh yeah. You click the accuracy button.
Yeah, click accuracy in equipment.
Oh
there
no.
you go. But you're gonna want to.
That's not gonna do it. I'm gonna want to reroll
It's-
because I ate this
yeah,
apple that should imbue me with power, and I want to.
You choked a little
waste
bit.
It,
You
so.
got to swallow
You're
fully,
still finishing your apple.
but also you're reviled a
Try
little
again.
bit because
Ah,
you're
there
covered
we
in
go.
blood. There we go.
Holy
There
shit.
we
17
go.
to hit.
So
Okay.
there's another fabulous point. Got it.
Mm-hmm.
So that'll be
Is that our third?
That's our third so far this
That'll be
session.
18 bolt damage, Jason.
Hell yeah.
18 bolt damage,
Okay.
and then I will dance afterward. Where are my dances? Sorry.
In your magic.
And
Magic.
you were attacking one of the other ones that isn't injured?
Yes.
Correct.
And then I'll do, since I did Satyr last time, I will do the Banshee dance this time to the.
Is it weak or
Is it in crisis or whatever we want to call it? It is.
see?
So should I?
Is it already? You haven't applied slow to anything, right?
Yeah. Well. Oh, I was just trying to do a different dance because if I use Satyr again, it won't do
Yeah.
the MP.
You could do the Ouroboros.
Okay. Ouroboros, choose one ally that I can see who is yet to take a turn this round. That ally may take their turn immediately after mine. So I'll look at Sharp and and do this dance. It's kind of a flowy dance, kind of moving the swords around so that she can take her turn after mine.
Nice.
And
Cool.
did you put a condition on it that I missed? Did you
Or
use
No.
like
No, I
you
didn't.
just did the
it's
attack.
just a regular
I
attack?
just
Okay.
did
It
the
wasn't
attack, yeah.
cool
But you
beans.
said
Okay.
he is in
Yeah.
crisis too, Jason?
Yeah,
Okay.
whatever phrasing we want to use.
I like that. I like that. I like that word for this.
Crisis.
Yeah, he's
Hell
in
yeah.
crisis.
Yeah.
Had a terrible day. So Maisie, it is
It,
your
it
turn.
is like the term. I mean, we have a crisis value on our sheets when we're at half health. It's
Yeah.
not.
Yep.
Yeah, I can't remember if I know that like big villains do that.
I don't know if run of the mill
I
ones
don't
do, but I
think
think we can still refer to
yeah.
that HP value as that, even if it doesn't unlock anything for regular enemies.
Yeah. So it's at half HP. It's in crisis. It's very concerned all of a sudden as you kind of deliver these like sword slashes, and it's like it's not so much that the blades bite particularly deep, but the like electrical element within them just cascades into them. Their body's almost acting like a ground, only they're alive, so it hurts a great deal as it just sort of shocks all through them. So
Okay.
but that means we're sort of doing an out of turn order here.
Yeah.
But that opening that attack creates an opening that Sharp you then take advantage of.
Yeah.
So you go now.
So, and I would figure it's probably best to attack this same one as opposed to like the hardened one.
Probably the hardened one would
Oh.
be good because you're so my idea. Anybody
Yeah.
on the team can tell me if I'm wrong, but like you're really really accurate.
Oh,
So
okay.
if his defense is higher, plus you have the vulnerability, you might be best for trying to finish them off.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Plus, to just test out to see how it reacts when it's in its roly-poly state.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, I will then attack the hardened one with my gun.
Oh my
Nice.
god.
Nice.
Jesus Christ.
Dang.
Well,
nice.
There.
you hate
yeah.
these bugs.
So
I'm not an
They're so
entomologist.
ugly.
I'm a geologist.
you
Get away from my
abhor
rocks.
you abhor anything that's not beautiful.
Yeah.
Die.
yeah, so you attack the one that is curled up, and
Mm-hmm.
despite it being in this sort of defensive position, the bullet just as it touches it, because you do like bolt damage, the combination of bullet and sort of the electrification of it all, the alchemical projectile just rips through it. There's this sort of spasm that moves through it as it gets electrified, and as it does so, it sort of loosens up from its kind of curled up position, and as it sort of rolls onto its back, you can see the little spasms of its little legs, and it's dead. So I guess
And its
Nice.
eyes turn to you
That's
as
so
if to say,
sad.
"What did I do?"
Right.
Yeah, I was just
Why?
it does let
eating.
out a
job,
very
Maisie.
ugly little squelching noise.
Yeah.
You know, it's like
Oh.
yeah. No.
But it was eating your rocks. You had
Yeah.
to do
I
it.
Yeah.
know. It's
Okay, I have to
sad.
sign something really quick. I'll be right back. Keep going.
Grab our drink.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's see here. So 2 of you acted. Did they go now?
They only go once or twice at this point.
It'll be bug, then me, then bug, then new round. Normally we would close out a round, but in this case, since we changed the turn order, the bugs will
correct.
close out this round.
They still have 2 to go.
Yeah.
So that is going to be Meru. And that is a 10 against your defense.
Sorry.
I think that misses.
I think it does too. Let me just double check.
So
it misses. Yes, it does.
yeah, and because your dex has been increased, that should increase your defenses as well.
That's true.
Oh.
Yeah. So try to keep that in mind because your defense is like is an adjustable value. It's
see
the
it.
dex dice plus an amount. So being buffed by Kestrel actually increases your defense as well as your offense.
Mm-hmm. And being
Cool.
debuffed
Okay.
can be more perilous for the same reason.
Correct.
That makes sense.
So that now means that it is player turn.
All right. Well, not the best timing for it, but it's what we got. So I will activate triple support. I'm going to be playing those 3 5s, those 3 5s. I'm also going to be mulliganing then in my turn to toss these other 2 cards. I need to try and get to my jokers that I know were in the deck now that were not before. So I pay 15 MP for playing 3 cards, but every ally on the scene gets 15 HP and 15 MP. So I'm just going to get mine back, and then everybody's going to get topped off here for 15 health and 15 MP.
Thank you.
Nice. Thank you.
Very cool.
And
I hope we draw into something more exciting.
What does that look like? You know what I mean?
I like to imagine that it's like the cards get thrown out into a triangle that envelops the party, and then there's a pulse that grows out of the ground of like greenish light that soothes everyone's wounds.
Okay. Are there any is there any like iconography? I imagine this is sort of like a kind of, I mean, in this world it'd be considered like an occult type magic. It's like a sort of I don't want to call it abstract, but it calls upon forces that are not elemental necessarily by any means. It's sort of, whether that be like constellations or like tarot, or it's sort of a bit more abstract in its source. Is there any kind of connection, or is this purely like a distribution of fate and like fortune and things like that?
Purely a distribution of fate. She's not as keen on the gods as her sister was.
Okay.
And if there's any iconography, it's Egyptian, but we're not going to touch that. We're nope.
Yugi.
What?
Nope.
Kill me, Yugi.
No. Maybe.
There are many ancient empires that have similar aesthetics in this world. Not many. There's one, but that could be a thing. Okay, so that is your turn. Bloop.
Also, I would like to go early in the next round now that I have drawn.
Oh,
Okay.
sounds good.
Well, so it is
Bug turn.
bug turn. Bug turn. And Chris, one of them attempts to shoot webbing at you. I keep rolling the same thing. 10 to hit.
11.
Okay. It's another easy attack for you to dodge. And as all of this is happening, you guys suddenly notice Albus in particular, because this is relevant to you now.
Oh, he's not here. He went to, if he needs to be here.
He went to the well.
Quick break.
He may or may not need to be here. You guys will notice it. He's being attacked.
Oh,
So
okay.
I should probably yeah.
Helpless has
What is it
extra
to hit?
HP and
Well, it's going to be, let's see here.
get a couple of plus marks.
Yeah, the downside of trying to just add them, I should just do the math myself when it's adding, because, yeah, it can overheal. Okay, I just did minus 56, so he's dying.
Peter, you're getting attacked.
He is near
Yeah.
death. There we go. It's hard because I also cannot see the things where I'm putting the prompts in. I just have to trust.
It's going to be an 11 to hit him.
Also, like,
11.
Oh, that
Yes.
should
Miss.
miss.
off
yeah.
center now, too. What
Miss.
happened?
What's your defense? 13?
13.
Nice.
Okay.
It's like he zoomed in a little bit or something.
I know. I'll
weird.
go fix it. I
So,
must have hit some kind of combination that zoomed in. Yeah.
So there is
There we go.
there's this moment where you
Picked.
guys are you're battling the grubs. There's all this webbing being shot left and right, and then Albus, you're training. You're a pretty seasoned warrior. There's a moment where you get that sensation, that feeling that like something like you're being ambushed from behind.
Tiger
Okay.
sense.
And
Yeah.
you sort of spin, and you have your, like, is it a shield or is it like
giant cleaver?
Yeah.
cleaver?
Yes.
Correct, that's right, your cleaver has the shield property, and you kind of reflexively kind of lift it to deflect what is much more, let's call it, incising mandibles
Ooh.
from what appears to be a shimmer moth, a
Oh,
full
God.
grown. It has a very similar. It looks much closer to the grubs in many ways. There is a certain geomantic element to it, especially as it kind of swoops down out of the darkness and tries to bite you. There's sort of a flare of color and light that radiates through its wings as it sort of like comes down and displays itself, and it tries to make the attack at you. You kind of throw it off from you, but there is now an additional enemy in this combat.
Is
Yes.
it
I'm
bigger
going
than
to ask the
grubs?
question that we won't know until someone analyzes it: is it still ugly?
I have an answer for
It's
that.
probably
one,
pretty. I
but
bet.
I can't tell you
It's
yet.
an ugly duckling situation. In fact, I hope the keyword is beautiful just to offset the
Yes.
ugly ones.
Ugly duckling.
You know, there's one way for you to find out.
Uh-huh.
And we can all see it, right? This isn't like D&D perception check, like. So,
Correct.
There's a
I
bug.
think Steve is like, oh, this just got worse.
Oh,
Everybody,
no.
heads up.
The fuck was that?
Okay, so that was a double turn on their part because you guys had a double turn. So it's up to the top for players.
I'd love to go.
So yeah, we were back at the top. Chris said he wanted to go.
Having drawn this. Hey, look.
Joker?
Ooh.
Up this side. A
Ooh.
Joker.
Yeah.
Money sign.
Backwards.
Hey.
So I gotta get back to my phone because I can't do this on the computer. It's annoying as hell. I'm gonna cast blinding flush for 20 MP. Where's my cursor? It's really hard to do all this at once. There it is. So I'm gonna subtract 20 MP. And because I have 4 cards in a row with the Joker being a 5, so that's 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to be doing, let's see, 9, 15, 22, 37 damage. Light. Dark, because the highest card's a 7. So that's 37 dark damage to everything in the scene,
Oh wow,
which is
Big
all
damage.
6 or 7 enemies that
Big
remain.
damage.
and all allies too.
Correct. I've had it with
You
everyone.
heal us and then you
Each
kick our ass.
enemy-
I topped you off so you could afford to take this hit.
Uh-huh.
That was 37.
So 4 and 5 is 9, 6 is 15, 7 is 22, plus 15 is 37. Yeah.
I got it.
That is powerful.
Are you
Uh-huh.
using like a 52 card deck, or do you have to like? add-
No,
Okay.
it's 30, 28, 1 through 7, and then 2 jokers. So with jokers in play, I should be able to get to this decently often. This is the first time I have. I haven't been drawing super well. I also held on to triple support for a turn to heal because I'm also pretty good at group healing. We have better like single or multi-target healers, but not group healers. So, it's
So
I'm utility. I'm not really meant to be the big damage.
describe to me, because this is like you say, you're not much for like huge flashy attacks, but this certainly would qualify as one. So describe how Rosalind what does this look like as you sort of like invoke these cards here?
I like to imagine that with her 2 flush attacks, she has a straight flush one as well that we'll see hopefully sometime. That hits even harder. But I like to imagine that when she's doing this, she throws out the 4 cards in like a fan array, but they split into enough spectral cards that one lodges in each enemy in the scene and then detonates into whatever elemental power is being inflicted by the cards that she's drawn.
Okay.
So each one gets hit by a card that's sort of like shimmering with dark energy, just and it sits in them for a second. It hurts, but it doesn't do damage directly. But then it like explodes into that element after it hits everyone.
Okay. And in this case, it is dealing dark damage.
Dark damage,
So,
yes.
as it sort of explodes, there is this sort of the glow in the creatures dims, and even the light, the shadows seem to pull in a little bit around them. And you do quite a bit of damage to all of them. One of them, straight up, like as the sort of shadows pull away after the attack kind of clears, one of them is dead as well, just gone. Its body is now just sort of this like lifeless husk. That's all that's left. And the other ones, even for that brief moment, they all have like the shimmer that is within all of them has dimmed considerably, including the moth that has just recently joined. So they are all in crisis now. That was a
Nice.
large amount of damage. So with that said, it is now their turn.
Steve says, "It feels like we're just all buying you time to set off your bomb. That's fine by me."
The sad part is there's an even worse version of this that is clearly just ripping off Exodia that I do not have any interest in taking because I don't want it to become that in combat. But she can still deal out pretty considerable damage, yeah.
Great.
If you draw the correct thing, this is like a mastery. She has to get to level 10 in this to even look at it, but you do 777 damage to, or 7,777 damage. It's something stupid.
So at this point, enemy's turn. The moth, as the sort of shadows begin to pull away from the battlefield here, the moth itself actually seems to start like glowing. There's that radiance within the wings begins to like pulse and flash until it builds up to a moment and just blankets the entire field and all a bunch of you guys with light. This is specifically against Albus. Nope, not Albus. It's against Sharp and Kestrel and Rosalind.
All the women except for the
it
fox.
it just hates women.
Fucking
Wow.
sexist.
That's one of his keywords.
I went ahead and I rolled a bunch of random dice, so this is entirely not on purpose.
So
Your
I,
dice hate women.
I'm going to jump in front of Sharp because she has the
it's
least.
gonna hit me.
It's nothing personal. She has the least HP
Oh, I can jump
by
in
a
front of-
lot, kind of.
I
Oh yeah,
can-
you can too.
I can jump in front of somebody too.
Probably
Uh,
Kestrel.
yeah.
It doesn't matter that much.
Well, so this is 15 versus magic defense.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna take it for sure.
I have
But
pretty good magic.
I'm gonna be
defense.
using bodyguard Jason, so I'm gonna heal and immediately then go back down because I'm gonna be taking this attack. But I'm going to heal for a moment as well.
Okay.
I at
But-
least have better magic defense.
Yeah, I do
but
too.
Still, it hits.
I have,
Oh, it's gonna
I
hit
have
all
the
of us.
15 in magic defense, so from my
There's no way you have
shackles.
15.
Yeah, well,
I have
Oh,
plus-
no, maybe you do.
My sh-
Sorry, I was talking about to Peter. I don't know what your magic defense
I have
is.
+2 magic defense.
So you probably have like 11 total.
Plus the
I think we did. I think it's 13 and 11 as well. So, sorry, what was your magic defense?
it's 15 because my shackles give me a +2 to my magic defense.
Nice.
Yeah.
Which means, unfortunately, you get hit by this.
Oh, okay, whatever. That's fine.
Because it meets
Okay,
it meets
okay.
it. It meets it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fine.
The good news is there's no damage here. You guys are all just dazed.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
So I will. Oh, so I don't think I can even use protect in a case of where there's no damage being done.
Does it have to be damage? I haven't looked at protect.
That's a good question.
Or is it just an attack?
and is threatened by an attack, spell, or other danger. So,
This is a spell. Yeah.
yeah. So you know what?
This is
Better me dazed than Sharp.
if we
for sure.
could all make it into a couple of points, then that's easier for me to get rid of.
Great. So yeah, I will take a daze.
I guess Days is going to be back
So-
pain.
Ooh, okay. So basically, is it flares with light? Albus, you said you jumped in, or you did not?
I can. Yeah.
Because it was. Who were you jumping into
Kestrel.
defend? Kestrel. Okay.
You're dazed instantly.
So you hop in. It doesn't really. Yeah. You and Steve are like, oh no, get down,
Yeah.
and you both like try to instinctively protect the other two. As Kestrel just sort of like goes to like shield her face. But can't keep her eyes off of it. But thankfully, a very large tigerfolk guy interposes himself in the way, and the flash effectively kind of like blinds you guys.
So they just did like a
so-
solar flare.
We got flashbang. Yeah.
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 Yeah, you got flashbang. Yeah, you got flash. There's no bang. You just got flashed.
Yeah, I just got
you know?
flashed.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
Oh.
Mhm.
that's
And
inappropriate.
Chris, it
That's
looks
why
like you already got it,
targeted
but I did
women.
heal for 10. So
Yep.
great.
That's true. It did target all the women and tried to
Yeah,
flash all of
it
you.
flashed the women.
Interesting. So its other keyword is pervert. Got it.
Yeah.
Trying to expose himself.
Damn.
I missed the ugly ones. That was so much simpler.
Well, that said, it is your guys. It is player turn now.
I
Should
would
I
love,
go and
I would
take
love
care
to
of-
go
Oh.
just to get protect back. Is that fine, Doug?
Well, is it better if you go to get protect back, or I go and make sure that you don't get bopped?
And to be clear, that was Sean, Peter, and then Michaela. You guys are all dazed. So
Oh, and Michaela. Okay.
right, there were 3 targets.
Oh, I didn't
No.
think
I
didn't
Mikhail was.
think I
Oh no,
I
it
was
was
dazed.
Rosalind.
It was Rosalind.
Oh, was it Rosalind? It was
Rosalind.
Rosalind.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Michaela doesn't look extremely
correct. You're
female
correct.
as a fox.
I'm a
so-
fox, so therefore my
moth
She doesn't
gender
look like a
is
human
Oh.
female, and
Yeah.
therefore the moth
Even though
doesn't
you're
care.
Kestrel.
Yeah.
The moth has a type.
Every what vixen out there is incredibly offended right now.
I think it's better if I go to get rid of all of this debuffing.
That's fine. Sure.
Okay.
Half the time I can't hit
Then-
anyway, so I'm usually not that worried about it. But
I'm gonna boost Michaela again with the bolt.
yeah. So
So
actually, Doug, let me go because I don't care about
Okay.
my attack. I'm just gonna do I'm basically just gonna swing wildly after being flashbang, like, it's gonna take more than that to get me down, and I'm just gonna attack where I think it came from.
So, are you trying to attack the moth?
I'm trying to attack the moth.
not.
I'm gonna take a moment. I'm gonna spend a point. I'm gonna try to listen for the fluttering of wings. I'm gonna go back to my training. My eyes are gone, but
Okay.
my ears, they're as sharp as they've ever been, Jason.
Yeah. Are they?
And they were never
They were
really
never
that good.
super sharp.
That is another
old age.
fabulous point.
Oh my God. So that was a point, but to no avail. Which is fine because actually that's not even taking into account my negatives. For an
Oh, yeah.
example, Doug, of why it almost doesn't matter to debuff me ever.
Mhm.
I can't even hit on my own anyway. So that's my turn.
Just like, how many fabulous points does everybody have left?
I have 1 point.
I have
I've been
2.
tracking it now.
I have 4.
Mhm.
I don't know how
I
got
have-
to do. Maybe I forgot to ask.
I have 9.
You have 9?
Holy.
Doug,
I have 9.
Spend those bad boys.
spend those.
I think I have 1 now because I used 1 earlier.
Okay. One of the other grubs is attacking Kestrel.
Yay! Wait. Not yay.
I'm just standing in
7?
front of you like.
As it shoots
Oh.
a bunch of webbing at you.
I mean, I don't think that hits at all.
I don't think it hits at all either.
No.
You're too wily.
Too wily.
Back to us, Doug.
Yeah. Okay. Then do the thing of the cleansing and bloop, and everybody is that's 3 people, so that should be 15 and 2 more inventory points. And everybody is cleansed that needed it.
My eyes cease burning. I say, oh, thanks,
thank
Gun
God.
Off. I needed that.